Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Monday night. Glad to have you guys join in here, be a part on the channel tonight. The Celtics back in action. The Celtics are rolling this season. Boston, number 2 in the Eastern Conference, as they have a record of 50-24 overall and taking on a pretty difficult schedule as of late, but still able to win games left and right on their schedule. Celtics, winners of the last 7 out of 8 games. They've won 3 straight coming into this matchup, all against some really good teams. Winning against OKC, the top team in the NBA, and then the Hawks on Friday, and then the Hornets yesterday. Celtics, night 2 of a back-to-back, taking on Atlanta at Atlanta this time in this matchup, with the Hawks are red hot as of late, 15-2 in their previous 17 entering tonight's matchup. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board here. Be a part on the channel tonight for this one. What's good? Bryce, Victor, John, George, Pleasant Hill. Glad to have you guys back on the stream here. First time watching the NBA. Yeah, graphics package looks different. Got big shout out to Assist Live, able to get me hooked up on the synced game clock graphics package. So I'm able to have a different graphics package for the NBA where I'm not controlling the whole scoreboard process and everything. So I'm able to lean into more of the play-by-play content and stuff throughout the course of the channel. I legit got home at like 7 o'clock or so I'm just gonna shoot from the foot, go right into it for this matchup here for this one. I was helping out one of my good friends. He's thinking about starting up his own channel and thinking about doing watch parties, streaming a bunch of NBA games, and then covering Kentucky Derby, NFL games, college football, and right now he's got 800 subs, trying to get it to 1,000, and was working on some stuff for him to help him out this afternoon. But yeah, we'll tip off in around 10 minutes from now. Celtics, incredibly impressive. They're without Jason Tatum, though, tonight in this matchup. Kata's not playing. Neither is Ron Harper Jr. nor Nikola Vucevic. So night 2 of a back-to-back. Celtics have 4 guys listed out. Jason Tatum, yesterday, season high, 32 points. JT is back. Big game yesterday for Tatum. Jaylen Brown did not play yesterday. Neither did Derek White. No problem for the Celtics, coming off a 114-99 victory against the Hornets. And Peyton Pritchard, whatever guys are out, Peyton Pritchard, he steps up. He had 30-plus points against Atlanta in the last game on Friday. He dropped down 36 from the bench, drilling 6 threes for Pritchard as he went off. Celtics were trailing throughout most of that game, came back and won with a big third quarter, 32-22. But yeah, Peyton Pritchard continuing to deliver 28 points, 10 for 18 from the floor, 6 assists during the last game. And then Baylor Sharman, he has really improved. He was huge in the win against the Thunder last week. He has come a long way for that guy. And the Celtics just so much balance, so much depth. It's just so much team chemistry and character by Boston. Everybody rolled out the Celtics, thought that they were going to have a gap year. Then Jaylen Brown tweeted after the win over the Hornets yesterday when they reached 50. Yeah, everybody thought it was a gap year. Celtics clinch a playoff spot. So one of 2 teams in the playoffs out of the Eastern Conference guaranteed a spot, them and the Pistons. Celtics 4 games behind the Pistons. Knicks are behind the Celtics. Celtics number 2 in the East. Hawks number 6 in the East. Knicks are now 2.5 games behind Boston. Knicks are in danger of dropping to the number 4 seed. It's only a 1.5 game difference between the Knicks at 48-27 and the Cavs at 46-28. Hey, if that happens, I'll take it, because I I really like the matchup, the Celtics against the Cavs. Cavs just haven't been able to get over the hump against Boston. So if that's the case, I'll take that matchup and then let Detroit, New York duel it out in the Eastern Conference semis. Celtics would get Cleveland if Cleveland does advance to the number 3 seed in the East. And that's with whatever happens in the 3-6 matchup, though. Celtics looking like they're most likely going to be the number 2 seed. So they're going to face either Philadelphia, Orlando, Miami, or Charlotte. They possibly could face Atlanta or Toronto, too. Atlanta's number 6. Toronto half game above the Hawks at 5th. So still some things that need to get sorted out in terms of the standings. But yeah, the Hawks have been red hot recently. They're 15-2 in their previous 17. And Celtics just having some incredible victories for them against just a challenging schedule late stretch of the season. What's good, George? Welcome back in, bud. Yeah, that was insane. UConn Duke yesterday. Unbelievable. 10 seconds left. You could have just stayed in the backcourt for 10 seconds. Like, that's as long as it takes for a 10-second call. You could have stayed in the backcourt, iced the clock, and made UConn foul and shot free throws at the line. Like, that was unbelievable yesterday what Duke did. Man. Caden Boozer, that's unfortunate. Like, those guys from Duke, they're never gonna forget what happened for the rest of their lives. That's the sad part. The heartbreak about March Madness, the happiness and joy that goes into the tournaments with a team like UConn, with the game winner, Braylon Mullins. He's going to be a UConn legend in stores for the years to come. Everybody's going to be talking about that shot alongside Christian Laettner in 92. And then there were a couple other ones. Chris Jenkins, Villanova game winner. Jalen Suggs, the half-court 3 that he banked in to win over UCLA in 2021. Like, that goes up there on the list of top shots ever in all college basketball history. That was just an unbelievable game yesterday. But, man, my heart breaks for Caden Boozer. That's tough. Like, unfortunate for Duke how that just unraveled on that final possession, whereas they had a timeout too. Like, they had a timeout. They had a man open down the floor, though. UConn just brilliant not to foul. UConn was so brilliant not to foul. Dan Hurley told his team that we're fouling Gungba or somebody else. I believe it was Brown for Duke. None of those guys had the ball, and then Boozer tried to throw down the full court outlet touchdown pass for the dunk, broke it up, stolen. Just the whole sequence was insane. Like, Braylon Mullins, the kid who hit the game winner, collected the steal in the backcourt. He moves it up to the front court to Alex Karaban. Alex Karaban in that game had been cold from 3, but makes the smartest decision in his life, which he is so high IQ that he's made all those decisions. Calm, cool, collected, tosses it back to Mullins as Mullins crosses the timeline, and then Mullins heaves up like a 35-foot 3 and buries it like a pure swoosh. Just insane. And then I didn't say this on the stream yesterday. I didn't notice it until people were posting clips of it last night on social media. So Dan Hurley, after UConn drilled a 3 to go up, Dan Hurley, the official came right next to Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley got in the face of the official, and Dan Hurley is so lucky he didn't get teed up. If this was the NBA, if this was an NBA game, Dan Hurley would have got teed up. The other team would have won. Luckily, the referee knew the moment and didn't do anything about it to tee up Hurley, as Hurley was right in the face of a ref after that shot was made, and UConn won the game. Man, that's just unbelievable game last night. What's good, Owen? Thanks for joining in from the UK. Glad to have you in the stream. Lomo, welcome in. Got his money in the Celtics. Hope so, man, today. Boston looking to keep it going, trying to get their fourth straight victory in a row. Right now, Celtics 50-24 overall. Winners of 3 straight, number 2 in the East behind Detroit. Got some separation between them and the Knicks. Knicks are 2.5 games behind Boston. Atlanta, 42-33. They're in 6th place, a half game behind the Raptors, a half game above the Sixers for that first playing spot in 7th. Wop wop, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Celtics with 4 guys out today. Celtics are actually underdogs in this game. Yeah, I would not write the Celtics out if they're underdogs. Team culture, just it means so much with guys stepping up. Look out for Peyton Pritchard once again today. Had 36 on Friday against the Hawks. Celtics are the 2.5-point underdogs. Just one guy listed out for Atlanta. That's Jock Landale. He's out due to an illness. And Celtics without Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum getting a night of rest due to this game being a back-to-back. Jason Tatum, Nemish Queta not playing with a thumb injury. Ron Harper Jr. and Nikola Vucevic still out with his finger injury. Vucevic expected back on April 5th, potentially, for his estimated return. Derek White, Baylor Sharman, Jaylen Brown, Jordan Walsh, Luka Garza, the starting 5 for the Celtics, going up against C.J. McCollum, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu for Atlanta. This game is taking place out in Atlanta, State Farm Arena. Homecoming for Jaylen Brown tonight in this matchup, going up against the home state team that he was born and raised in. If you're doing the stream, make sure to keep on pounding that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. As we are about to get ready for the opening tip here in just a moment. Celtics without Tatum, Queta, Ron Harper Jr., and Vucevic. Hawks without Jock Landale. So yeah, Jason Tatum just getting rest tonight since it's night 2 of a back-to-back. So he is not playing tonight for Tatum. Hawks, white jerseys, red numbers, red letters, yellow outline going right to left. Celtics, green jerseys, same ones that I've got tonight, wearing the Jaylen Brown green uniform, white numbers, white letters. Celtics control the opening tip as they go left to right, and we are underway with the opening possession. Derek White into the hands to Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter off the opening possession for the Celtics. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Jumper over McCollum. Takes it. No good off the rim. Of a rebound secured by Okongwu. First possession for Atlanta today. Atlanta, number 6 in the NBA, averaging 118 points per game this season. McCollum, skip pass on top, bounce pass out to the wing. Jalen Johnson, covered by Sharman, dribbles up to the elbow. Johnson, deep 2 jumper, connects on it. 2-zip Hawks. Carlos, welcome in. Liking the Celtics for this one. Jono, glad to have you back in. Marcus, thanks for joining in. Baylor Sharman comes off the curl. On top finds Queta. Queta towards his right, fires it off to Brown. Brown up, fake underneath, swings it off to Jordan Walsh. Soars up and gutted a drop with a right-hand layup. Nice playmaking there by Jaylen Brown. Jordan Walsh on the board with the first basket for Boston. Hawks with possession number 2. Past the timeline with Dyson Daniels. Slides it off to Johnson. Johnson top of the key. Leaves it off for Dyson Daniels. Dribbles inside. Spin cycle. Runner. Drills the 2 plus the foul. And the one covered up at the free throw line for Dyson Daniels for the Hawks. Celtics coming off an impressive 114-99 win over the Hornets yesterday at Charlotte. And Jason Tatum, season high 32 points. That's amazing to see JT this early in the process, being back around a month that he's come back for Tatum. Not even a month. He came back, I believe it was March 5th when he came back. So not even a month, and he has a 30-plus point game. Free throw missed off the back rim by Daniels. Celtics control the rebound. Brown pass midcourt. Jaylen Brown attacks downhill inside the key. Up fake on Daniels. Brown spin cycle outside. Sharman floats it cross court. Got picked off. Intercepted though. Okongwu with a steal. 2-on-1 Atlanta. And Okongwu dunks it through. That's just a tremendous defensive possession by Atlanta there to jump the route, pick off the cross-court pass. Celtics will try again. Derek White at the right wing perimeter. Off the screen set by Garza. Fires a bullet down low to Garza. Missed over the cylinder but was fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here by Luka Garza. Cynthia, welcome back in. Alan, thanks for joining in. Just getting started tonight. We got 100 plus already. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 2 free throws coming up here for Luka Garza at the free throw line. 11 points against the Hawks on Friday. First free throw, got the bounce. Second shot by Garza rattles in. 6-4 now in the opening 2 minutes of action. Atlanta with possession. McCollum. Pass midcourt. Flings it into the hands to Johnson. Handoff McCollum. Back outside Jalen Johnson. Off the jab step. Sends it off towards his left to Okongwu. Okongwu, top of the free throw circle. Outside into the hands of Nikhil. Curls up inside the key. Floats up the runner. Left off the rim. Short tipped around. And Derek White saves the basketball at the baseline corner. Collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown had the ball deflected. Far side of the floor. Out of bounds by McCollum. It's going to stay Celtics ball. Earth Mystery, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Celtics far side front court inbound gets sent from Brown off to Garza. Into the hands to Derek White. Derek White dribbles up, drives inside the key. A jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Good start there for D. White, able to pull up, bury the J. 6 even. Hawks with possession. The Keel slides it on top off to Johnson. Johnson dribbles up to the elbow. Deep 2 jumper. Jalen Johnson, pure stroke as he drills it. Celtics back with the basketball. Jaylen Brown, far side of the floor. Handoff Jordan Walsh. Walsh with the first 2 points of tonight's game for the Celtics. Derek White at the top of the key off the dribble towards his left edge of the State Farm Arena logo. Bounce pass to Garza. Garza, handoff Jaylen Brown. Brown, a dribbles, a drives inside. Tough shot, no good. Contested by Okongwu. Back to the Hawks with possession. Jalen Johnson takes up the floor. Skip pass left wing, open 3. McCollum skipped around the rim and out to rebound. Secured by Jaylen Brown. Celtics with possession. Brown off to Garza. Down low. Attack scores. Up and in off the glass. Breezy in the stream welcome, and he's got the Hawks for this one. And a turnover charge to Atlanta. Bad pass swung around the outside of the perimeter by Dyson Daniels. Intercepted by Brown. Brown up the floor. Lost it out of bounds, though. So turnover charge to Jaylen Brown. Yeah, things go pretty well, Jono. 2 turnovers now for the Celtics. Hawks with 1 tonight. Hawks with possession. C.J. McCollum towards his right off the dribble. Glides inside the key. Working on Garza. Scoop score. Left-hand layup. 10-8 for Atlanta. Celtics trying to attack the paint. Drive, kick, corner. Brown off the Walsh. Finds Garza. Garza spin cycle inside the key with a right hand. Got it to drop. It's good for 2. Luka Garza, good start for him so far. 4 out of 10 coming through Garza. He's got 6, beg my pardon, perfect 2 for 2. He's got those 2 free throws as well, so he's got 60% of the points in this game for the Celtics. Runner high off the glass. It's Dyson Daniels who gets the bucket. A fast tempo game so far. Celtics pushing it up the floor. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, flings it off to Garza. Thought about the 3. Handoff White. White dribbles up a jumper. 15-footer off the back rim, no good. Okongwu controls the defensive rebound. 2-point lead for the Hawks. Hawks with possession. Jalen Johnson slowing down tempo, defended by Jordan Walsh. And the outside, Okongwu will take the 3. Skidded off the rim. Celtics will live with that as he missed it. Celtics pushing tempo numbers. 4-on-2 up the floor. Luka Garza scores backdoor. Up and in. Off the glass. Off the assist by Shireman. Luka Garza up to 8 points to begin this game. Missed jumper to baseline by McCollum. Rebound secured by Brown. Celtics up the floor again. White bounce pass wing 3. Baylor. Shireman off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Johnson. 6:40 left to go in the opening quarter. Johnson slides it off towards his right. Okongwu attacks the paint, puts up an off-balance shot, missed off the mark. Derek White there to control the defensive board. Celtics with it. White up fake on top. Finds Brown. Trailing the play. Goes up. Stripped. Out of bounds. He lost it. It's another turnover on Jaylen Brown. 6:24 left to go. Jaylen Brown a little bit out of control with that possession. And this will take us to the first media break of action. 6:24 left to go in the first quarter. All right, so we are on the first break of the night. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams right now as we take the first time out of tonight's action. Luka Garza. Tremendous start right now for Garza as he leads the way. He's got 8 points out of the 12 so far for the Celtics. Celtics shooting the ball well, attacking the paint. 5 for 9 from the floor. Atlanta 6 for 11 so far. Dyson Daniels with 4. Jalen Johnson with 4. Kongwu with 2. Yeah, Celtics got 4 guys out. So Celtics without Tatum, Kata, Ron Harper Jr. and Vucevic. Still, I like the Celtics tonight in this game, even though they're a 2.5-point underdog. Celtics play really well under head coach Joe Mazzulla on night 2 of a back-to-back. They played at Charlotte yesterday. They're beating the hottest teams in the NBA. They beat Oklahoma City last week with a fully healthy OKC team. And then they beat the Hawks on Friday. And then beat Charlotte. Both Charlotte and Atlanta, they are red-hot risers. Playing some really good basketball in the last month plus. The team character, chemistry, overall depth and balance of the Celtics squad has just been tremendous this season. I was talking about it to one of my friends today. There is no weak player on this Celtics team. Usually in years past, there's that weak type of player that just never receives minutes that plays in the Celtics. Like there's been guys in the past that's been at the bottom of the rotation that they eventually moved on to and traded, like Shemi Ojeleye or Vincent Poirier, Gershon Yabusele. Like, they don't have a single weak link on the Celtics team. They go top to bottom incredibly deep. Like, you got guys making impact plays from number 1 through number 13 on the roster all the way down, from the top guy to the guy that's 13th down on the depth chart. We get back to action. 12-12 with 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Atlanta with possession. Daniels around the perimeter. Handoff. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. His 3 came off the rim short. First time at the court for Hugo Gonzalez as he's coming off the bench alongside Peyton Pritchard as Pritchard collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Pritchard. He scored 36 on Friday in a win over Atlanta. Into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen dribbles up to the free throw circle. Off fake Jaylen. Leaner takes it off the mark. No good. Tipped around. Offensive rebound control by the rookie of the Spain to Hugo Gonzalez. Peyton Pritchard. Top of the key right now for the Celtics. Dribbles up to the elbow. Pritchard 1-on-1. Take it on Dyson Daniels. Step back jumper. 15-footer. Connects on it. Man, Peyton Pritchard. Rapid fire, brother. Rapid fire. Looking really good in this matchup. What a start by Pritchard, nailing down that J in the free throw circle. Missed 3 by Nickeil. Skipped around the rim and out. Amari Williams getting playing time in the rotation tonight because Kata is injured. He just controlled the defensive rebound. Pritchard attacking the rim. Bumped into. No call with the referees as they play on. Nickeil bounce past the trailer. Open 3 straight away. Jalen Johnson buries it. 15-14 for the Hawks. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you're from the U.S., this game is on NBC Sports Boston. It's also on FanDuel Southeast if you're from the Georgia area, but I'm not sure where else you can get it. if you're internationally. If you don't have it from any of those regions, you can get it on the NBA League Pass. That's the only way that you can get it. Jaylen Brown, full mode attack mode off the miss by the Hawks at the rim. And Brown able to draw the personal foul. So the clock stops with 4:32. What's good, Naja player? Welcome back in, brother. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws coming up at the line. It's a hometown appearance for Jaylen Brown, born and raised in Marietta, Georgia. First free throw is good for Jaylen Brown, ties it up at 15. So homecoming tonight for Jaylen, for the Celtics on the road at Atlanta. That is the first point tonight out of Jaylen. So Jaylen Brown finally on the board, missed the previous 2 games for Jaylen. Second free throw, no good, left it short. Rebound secured by Muhammad Gay of Atlanta. First time on the floor for him, number 18, the big off the bench. And the Celtics with the basketball right back as they take it up the floor quickly. Jaylen Brown, no good. Tip-in is good by Amari Williams. 17-15 Celtics. Hawks will try it again. Jalen Johnson at the wing of the perimeter. Johnson defended by Hauser. Bounce pass back in his way with number 0 for the Hawks. As Johnson lines up a 3, grazed off the rim short. Jonathan Kuminga, he was traded at the trade deadline from Golden State to Atlanta. First time on the floor. He's number 0 for Atlanta. Jaylen Brown, free throw circle. Outside Pritchard, pull up deep from the parking lot. And got the bounce. It is good. Peyton Pritchard rims in on the 3 ball. 20-15 for Boston. Atlanta attacking the paint. It's good by Dyson Daniels, scoring the 2. John, thanks for joining in. Celtics by 3. Pritchard on the floor alongside Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, Amari Williams, and Ugo Gonzalez. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Dribbles up to the elbow. Rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. Jaylen Brown, the first field goal of the night. Celtics out to an impressive start so far. 5-point lead. No Jason Tatum. No Keita. Muhammad Gay right down the middle. Shoves it through with a 2 to flush. Good ball movement by the Hawks there, working outside and inside. Celtics forgot their defensive assignments, and Boston will burn a timeout. 3 minutes even left to go in the opening quarter. Celtics by 3 at 22-19. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Luka Garza, he set the tone early on. He leads the way for the Celtics tonight with 8 points. After that, some incredible balance. Peyton Pritchard comes off the bench. Drops down 5 points in 3 minutes. Jaylen Brown with 3. 2 each by Derek White, Jordan Walsh, and Amari Williams. Jaylen Brown more of a playmaker so far tonight with 3 assists. He has turned it over, though, 3 times. Atlanta, led by Jalen Johnson. 7 points by Johnson, 6 points by Dyson Daniels, and then 2 each by Okongwu and McCollum. And off the bench, Muhammad Gay with 2. Celtics 2-1 so far to all-time series against Atlanta. Boston won Game 1 in a blowout. Celtics shot the ball high percentage from the floor in that game. 132-106 on January 17th. Atlanta took Game 2 11 days later, 117-106 on January 28th. And the Celtics just won the third meeting out of 4 on a Friday night, 109-102. Celtics shooting high percentage, Carly. 56% for Boston. And what I like is that they are full out attacking the Hawks defense. They're not like their former self and are jacking up threes after threes after threes. The Celtics have only attempted 2 threes this entire quarter. Celtics are getting to the rim and making their shots. Boston with 10 points in the paint. Plus, they're 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Hawks lead points in the paint, 12-10. Hawks are cold from 3. They're 1 for 6 from 3. Hey, what's good, Warren? Welcome back in, bud. Good start here for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard. Man, he is automatic. Absolutely automatic. Peyton Pritchard, 64 points in the previous 2 games. Just balling out. Became the second Celtic with multiple 35-plus point games off the bench. Right behind, in good company with Larry Bird. 50th career game with 5 made threes or greater on Friday in a win over the Hawks for Pritchard. He drilled 6 threes, dropped down 38. Or dropped down 36 en route to victory. Yeah, Celtics just so deep, so balanced. Top to bottom of the roster. We get back to action. Pritchard will bring it up the court here for the Celtics alongside Hauser, Brown, Amari Williams, and Ugo Gonzalez, the 5 of the court for Boston. Amari Williams at the wing of the perimeter. Hand off Brown. He takes the 3 and makes the 3 for the perimeter. Splash for JB. Down by 6 for the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the floor alongside number 4 with Gabe Vincent, former Miami Heat. No good off the back rim, missed by Muhammad Gay. Rebound secured by Pritchard. And also Jonathan Kuminga is on the court for Atlanta alongside number 10, Zachary Ricochet. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Crossover, spin cycle, step through Jaylen. Blocked off the glass, pinwheels around. Couldn't track it down in the corner. Last touch by the Celtics. Major rejection by Atlanta there. That was number 0, Jonathan Kuminga, who denied Jaylen Brown off glass. Here goes Nickeil to the rim. No good. Missed the layup. Celtics control the defensive rebound. Good start tonight for the Celtics here. Up by 6, looking to add to it. Ugo. Handoff around the perimeter. Broke it up, though. Stolen away by Atlanta. That's been their Achilles heel so far. Boston just struggling with turnovers. That's their 5th, which is kind of odd because they lead the league in fewest turnovers per game. A layup made by Gabe Vincent. 6 zip points off turnovers for Atlanta. Celtics will try it again. 90 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Pritchard dribbles up to the elbow. Celtics turn it over again. Offensive foul charged on Boston. Javier, welcome in. Noel, thanks for joining in from New Zealand. And Christian, glad to have you in. Yeah, Celtics with 6 turnovers. Hawks with just 1, and that's how the Hawks have been able to hang in this game all night long so far. Handoff at the wing. A 3 taken by Kuminga, and he splashes it. 25-24. Or beg my pardon, that's Zachary Ricochet that buried the 3, number 10. Kuminga is 0. Pritchard. On the top to Amari Williams. Shovel pass Ugo. Kick out corner to Hauser. Intercepted by Gabe Vincent. Up the floor when Nickeil floats it up over the top. Couldn't finish on the alley-oop. A little bit too tall of the fingertips there on the transition for the Hawks. Ugo off the Euro step does what's best for him, for the Spaniard, as he scores. It's through for 2. Big sequence there for the Celtics. 27-24, spin cycle Nickeil outside, Ricochet for the tie, he got it. Zachary Ricochet cans a 3. 27 even. 3 for 8 from the perimeter for Atlanta. Celtics have only attempted 3 threes, they're 2 for 3. Peyton Pritchard takes the 3 straight away. Oh, he drills it. Peyton Pritchard, it's a laser from downtown. Celtics by 3. Hawks with possession. 6-second differential between game clock and shot clock to close out at the end of the opening quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker at the mid-court logo. State Farm Arena calls for the screen to be set by Muhammad Gay. Guarded by Gonzalez 101. Attacks on Gonzalez inside the paint with a left hand. Scores for the 2. 5 seconds left to go. Pritchard, final possession. Dribbles, drives, attacks at the buzzer. High arcer, no good. Left it short. And at the end of the opening quarter, it's a 1-point game. A Celtics 30, Atlanta 29. Wow, good start here in this game. Celtics usually play with a lot more slower pace. Tonight, they are pushing it up the floor. Celtics, as a team, 57%, 12 for 21. To the opening quarter of action. Atlanta, 48% from the floor. Hawks hanging in because the Celtics have turned it over quite a bit. Much more than usual. Man, Peyton Pritchard, absolute bucket getter. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Hit us up in the chat. Who guys got for this one? Celtics, Hawks. Make sure to vote in the poll as well. And also hoping to be back live on Wednesday, Celtics Heat. So if you'd like to join in, feel free to do so. Great start here off the bench by Peyton Pritchard. 8 points by Pritchard in 6 minutes. 3 for 5 from the floor. Perfect 2 for 2 from 3. Luka Garza set the tone early. Garza with 8. Jaylen Brown with 6. And then 2 points each by Derek White, Jordan Walsh, Amari Williams, and Hugo Gonzalez. Atlanta led by Jalen Johnson. He has 7. Dyson Daniels, Zachary Richache, each with 6. Yeah, the turnovers by the Celtics, that's what's kept the Hawks hanging in this game currently. Atlanta has forced the Celtics into 7 turnovers, which is rare for the Celtics. They never turned it over that much in a single quarter. Just 2 turnovers by Atlanta. Points off turnovers 9-0 in favor of Atlanta. Yeah, Celtics are playing fast tonight, which is odd of their style. Celtics play the slowest tempo in the NBA. Hey, what's good, Jimbo? Welcome back in, bud. Yeah, so the Celtics pushing them more than what they usually do for them. Jaylen Brown, a couple of times, he's just lost the handles. He's got 3 turnovers so far. Gonzalez with 2 turnovers. Hawks still get some scrappy guys defensively. And we will get back to action as we start off the second quarter. Okongwu slipping past the defense baseline and dunks it. The Celtics defense, bad rotation to get over as the Hawks take the lead. Opening possession for the Celtics to begin the second. Peyton Pritchard on the floor alongside Sam Hauser, Luka Garza, Derek White, and Jordan Walsh. Garza, handoff Hauser. Into the hands to Pritchard, edge the midcourt logo. Pritchard dribbles up, spin cycle inside the key, put up the shot, got blocked by Kuminga. Hawks with possession. McCollum into the hands to Okongwu. Bounce pass out the wing off to Dyson Daniels. Straightaway 3, Atlanta's got it. 34-30 for the Hawks. Celtics with possession. White, dribble drive, attack, float to the shot, high off glass, no good. Tip to Red offensive rebound goes to White on the outside off to Hauser. Yeah, I realized my score bug just left. I get one of those once in a while. It happens when I use the score bug for some reason. It's like a high CPU usage thing. Yeah, what I've been doing, I have to like X out of OBS, get it back in, and then it resets the CPU to like low percentage. So I'm gonna just X this out. It's gonna be like a brief buffer, and then it's gonna come back in. If you can't hear me when I do come back in, just refresh the web page, and that should work in order to hear me, because I gotta get the scoreboard up for some reason. It loses it when the CPU rockets up. So if you can't hear me, if I'm like if you're not hearing any audio, just refresh it in like 5 seconds from now or so, and you should be able to get it. All right, 36-30 right now for Atlanta. Celtics have possession. Yeah, it seems like the CPU is better. Right now, White, kick out to the corner, into the hands to Walsh. Walsh stepped out of bounds, back foot. That's a turnover. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, as we are 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Okongwu off to McCollum, sidestep to his left with a 3, off the back heel, no good, long rebound secured by Hauser. Up the floor for the Celtics, Hauser, handoff White, White jacks up the jumper over Okongwu, off the back rim, no good, a loose ball foul. It's going to be charged to the Hawks here, that's on the ricochet. Celtics looking for the inbound. White bounce pass into the hands to Pritchard. Edge of the midcourt logo for Pritchard off the crossover. Finds Hauser. Hauser at the wing. On top off the Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles, drives up to the mid-block. Puts up the jumper. Gutted the drop. Peyton Pritchard just so crafty off the dribble. Celtics win in 4. Hawks with possession. Kuminga. Off to Okongwu. Okongwu tees up a 3. Left off the rim. Short. Pritchard. Excellent box out. Controls the defensive rebound. Finds White past midcourt. Spin cycle. White tripped up and fouled. That's now the Hawks' second personal to begin the second quarter. Yeah, Celtics were a little bit stagnant for them. Peyton Pritchard saving his team on the floor. Pritchard's looking really good so far. 10 points already by Pritchard. Pritchard, an inbound passer, far side of the floor, gives it off to White. Derek White, guarded by Ricochet, at the left wing. White sends it on top. Garza, wide open, pops up for the 3, and he drills it. It's a 1-point game. Luka Garza, big-time jumper. A lot of teams just forget to cover Luka Garza, and he makes you pay. Like, he's pretty solid from the perimeter. Okongwu down low, double clutch, scores the layup, assisted in the low post by Jalen Johnson. Yeah, Duncan Powell, I saw that yesterday. I saw that was on the news this morning, too, with him. Derek White on the top, drives into Okongwu, up to the left elbow. Outside finds Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up, drives inside the key. Pritchard clamped by Daniels. Off to the corner. Jordan Wall, step back 3. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Battle for the rebound. Atlanta sends it right back to the Celtics. Celtics with another opportunity. Slicing defenders to the cup. Walsh couldn't finish, but he drew the contact and the foul. 2 shots coming up on the free throw line for Jordan Walsh. Man, I love the hustle on the floor by Jordan Walsh. Atlanta's defense started tightening it up, making things tough for the Celtics. It's basically been all jump shots that the Celtics are hitting. Like, it's some really difficult shots they're making out there. First free throw good by Wall. Celtics look good on the glass so far, 19-10. And it's been a plethora of guys who's come in and out. Number 99, Charles Bassey, who was recently acquired, is now on the floor getting some playing time for the Celtics. Jordan Walsh got his first start tonight since January 1st. Plus 14 against the Hornets for Jordan Walsh. Second free throw is good by Walsh. Atlanta with just 1 free throw so far. Bounce pass on top to Nikhil. Nikhil drives off the spin cycle. Inside the key, kick out corner. Okongwu out to the wing. No good on the 3. Skipped around the rim and out by Vincent. Offensive rebound hauled in by Johnson. 14 in the timer for Atlanta. Bounce pass, corner, 3. Nikhil off the back rim, and they're struggling from 3. A long rebound hauled in by Hauser. Wall, shovel, Hauser, 3. No good off the back rim. Offensive rebound controlled by White. Bounce pass, Hauser. Finds Pritchard. Drives on Ricochet inside the key. Cross court connects with White, who misses the 3. Tipped around, and the rebound controlled by Okongwu. Celtics with some chances. Couldn't send them down, though, as the Hawks have a 1-point lead still. Nikhil inside the key. Outside to the top as Okongwu forces up a jumper off the rim and out to rebound secured by Hauser. Both teams tossing up bricks recently. Celtics with possession. Derek White will slow it down. White off the screen set by Bassey. Towards his left off the dribble. Finds Jordan Walsh, who tees up the 3. No good off the mark. A rebound secured by Ricochet for Atlanta. Jaylen Brown right now on the bench at the moment. Bounce pass off to Jalen Johnson. He brings along the double Bassey alongside Pritchard. This ball broke it up, and Celtics guilty party on Hauser, who picks up the reach and foul. Yeah, tough call going against Boston. Joe Mazzulla can't believe the call. And he thought, we'll see if Mazzulla does challenge this. He is unhappy with officials rolling that a foul charge to Sam Hauser. Going to take a timeout on the floor. 6:56 left to go before half. All right, if you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. So Jaylen Brown was on the bench during that time. Jaylen Brown tonight, 6 points in 12 minutes, 3 assists. He does have 3 turnovers. Yeah, Celtics 2.5-point underdogs. Like, it's been next man up mentality this whole season for Boston. They got 4 guys out tonight. Tatum's not playing. Kata's not playing. Ron Harper Jr. not playing. Vucevic still injured. And it's just guys stepping up left and right. Like, the chemistry of this team is through the roof. Like, everybody's playing a key role on the Celtics this year. Like these guys are resilient. They never quit. Peyton Pritchard looking great so far. 10 points off the bench by Pritchard. Luka Garza, perfect from the floor. 4 for 4 with a made 3. 6 by Jaylen Brown. Atlanta led by Jalen Johnson with a 7. 6 each by Okongwu and Daniels. Got a bunch of people pouring in, 200 plus. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here to stream. If you enjoy the content, make sure to keep on smashing the thumbs up. Helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. When you hit the like, hit the subscribe. As I believe we're like 11 subscribers away from 30,000 on the channel. Nikhil Alexander-Walker buries the triple coming back from the timeout. 4-point lead for the Hawks. Jaylen Brown back on the floor alongside Derek White, Baylor Sharman, Charles Bassey, number 99. He's on the floor. Not Amari Williams. And Peyton Pritchard. Runner is good by the Celtics by White. Kick, corner, Kuminga on the 3. That's well off the mark. Bassey bumps into a Hawks player as he bumped into Nikhil. And that's a personal charge to Charles Bassey. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I had a lacrosse game that I covered during like the middle of the day, and then I came back and streamed the 2 Elite 8 games at night once I got back. But yeah, I was hanging out with him today, so he wants to do watch parties for live streaming, so he's got like a good group of people. Huge block by Charles Bassey as he denies Atlanta at the Summit. Jaylen Brown fires a bullet out to the corner. Derek White on a 3, rattles in the triple. What a sequence right there for the Celtics. Charles Bassey, who got picked up like a month ago, has barely played for Boston, came in with a major block at the rim. And there's another block by Bassey, out of bounds. It went off the Hawks. Western Kentucky. Charles Bassey, mid-major, making an impact. Yeah, I had said earlier on in the stream, there's no weak link in this team for the Celtics. Like previous years when they had like Vincent Poirier, Gershon Yabusele, there were like weak links on those teams. Again, Abassi making an impact as he alters the shot at the rim. Jaylen Brown up the floor, finds White. White at the top of the key. Slides it off to his right to Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard, bounce pass off to Brown. The Brown dribbles up inside the key. A J, a B, a leaner. No good off the back rim as Gabe Vincent tried to sell as he flopped on the floor. Couldn't get the benefit of the call. He's looking for an offensive foul charge to Brown. Jalen Johnson surges right past everybody and scores the layup. Jarcy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Liberia. Wow. I think the first time we've ever had Liberia on the channel. Glad to have you on the stream. Peyton Pritchard. At the wing, held on to, and that's on Nickeil Alexander-Walker who picks up the reach-in. That's now the fourth personal foul charge to Atlanta this quarter. Yeah, they're showing a replay of Charles Bassey. Huge block on Kuminga at the rim. Kuminga exploded to the rim, and he blocked it, met him at the summit, and then had another block off Nickeil Alexander-Walker out of bounds. And then the third one after that, he altered a shot that was missed by the Hawks at the rim. So Charles Bassey comes in, 2 blocks off the bench. Also with 2 points. Pritchard at the elbow, no good. Sharman offensive rebound. Back to Pritchard. 3 is good. Peyton Pritchard rips in the triple. Peyton Pritchard out to a tremendous start. 13 points in 14 minutes. Third main 3 tonight. Celtics 13 zip second chance points. Inside the key. Runner no good. High off the glass. Putback's good. And that's the first pair of second chancers tonight. That's on Kuminga with a bucket. Approaching the 4-minute mark left to go before halftime. Pritchard at the top of the key. Spin cycle. Dribbles up inside the key. Pritchard circles around the kick out corner. Sharman off balance 3. That's the Paul George special. Hit the side of the glass as it goes back to Atlanta with a defensive rebound. Drive, a kick, corner 3. Got it. With a Hawks by Dyson Daniels. Timeout on the floor taken by the Celtics. 48-45, 3-point game. One heck of a game tonight. Down to 3:51 left to go before half. Celtics playing their hearts out. 4 guys out tonight. Right in it. 1 possession game. Luka Garza with 11. Pritchard off the bench. Rapid fire. Pritchard 13. 6 by Jaylen Brown, 5 by Derek White. You got guys like Charles Bassey off the bench making an impact. 2 points, 2 blocks, a rebound. Newly acquired at the trade deadline. Mid-major Western Kentucky pick number 53, round 2 of the 2021 draft. Man, this depth of the Celtics team's amazing. Players stepping up left and right. Mark on the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Maine. Ronald, welcome in, bud. Charles Bassey, before this game, wow, this is his 3rd team this season. Memphis, Philadelphia, and Boston. This is only his 3rd game with the Celtics. So Charles Bassey, actually no, it's his 4th. Kind of weird how ESPN put it. Out there. I believe it's his 4th. What is this? Wednesday the 18th, 120-99. Was that Celtics? Yeah. So that should be his 3rd game then. Yeah, Celtics did not get blown out against the Knicks 138-89. Yeah, that's Philadelphia. So his game log, he's played 3 games with the Celtics. Golden State, Minnesota, and Charlotte. Before that, he had played for Philadelphia. And then before that, he had played for Memphis. So this is his 3rd team this season for him. And before this game, he had played a grand total of 5 minutes for the Celtics in 3 games. And with 4 guys out, receiving quality minutes, playing 4 minutes so far off the bench. So 4 minutes off the bench, which is the highest minutes that he's ever played as a Celtic and making an impact. 2 blocks and then an altered shot that he forced a miss off the glass by Atlanta on 3 straight possessions at the rim for the Hawks. I mean, that's huge. The rim protection by Charles Bassey. Like, you got a coach like Joe Mazzulla. I hope that Joe Mazzulla gets Coach of the Year this year because he deserves it. All-time winning percentage by NBA coaches. Joe Mazzulla, number 1 in NBA history. 72.5% above Phil Jackson at 70.4%. That graphic just popped up on the TV screen. Wow, that was a terrific timing there for the graphic to pop up when I was talking about Coach of the Year. Should be Joe Mazzulla. Unlocking his guys, getting the best out of every single player on this roster. Garza. Off to White. That was bobbled by Garza. White fires it down low to Garza as he lost it inside. The key stolen by the Hawks. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Atlanta running the floor high off the glass. No good. Rebound secured by Garza. Garza on the floor alongside White, Brown, Hauser, and Walsh. Jaylen Brown thought about pulling up at the top. Flings it down low to Garza. Garza off the roll down. Scores. Up and off the backboard. That is just too easy. Luka Garza with 13. Celtics, the first game when they took on Atlanta, they were ripping them to shreds in the interior. Celtics are out in full attack mode, getting to the rim once again tonight. Straightaway 3, Okongwu skipped around the rim and out. And Derek White, guilty party, picks up the rebound foul. So he knocks down the Keel. That's now Boston's 3rd this quarter. Jamaican Poet, welcome in. Good showing tonight on the stream right now. We got 200 plus. You guys, the Real Legends MVPs. Atlanta off the inbound. Jalen Johnson dribbles up inside the key. Runner over Garza. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Left it off the front rim. Followed by Garza. And 2 free throws coming up for the Hawks with Jalen Johnson. What a difference a year makes for the Celtics against the Hawks. Last year, I remember the Hawks had 6 guys out. It was like an early season matchup, November 2024 NBA Cup preliminary game. And the Celtics lost with the Hawks having 6 guys out in the second week of the season. Celtics with 4 guys out, Hawks with 1. Hawks have been red hot winners of their last 15 of 17. Celtics beating OKC, Atlanta, and Charlotte 3 games in a row. Like, Atlanta and Charlotte are red hot. Like, they're playing some really good basketball right now. That's a tough schedule in 3 incredibly tremendous teams right now at this stage of the season that they beat in a row. Splitting the free throws with Jalen Johnson, Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown top of the key. Dribbles up, guarded by McCollum. Inside as he bulldozes his way. Fires it off to Hauser, though. Hauser drives downhill to the cup, puts it up and scores up and off the backboard. 0 resistance, but the Hawks defense trying to defend. Straight line dribble drive penetration by the Celtics. Celtics up in the bench points, 21-14. Points in the paint been a major key for the Celtics so far tonight. Is they've got 18. It feels more like 30 in this game. Hawks actually have 26, but the Hawks have bricked a ton of threes. Over the cylinder, missed shot by McCollum as Garza collects the rebound. The Celtics with possession. Derek White at the top. Floats it cross-court off to Hauser. Rise and fire on a 3. He buries it. Sam Hauser trifecta from the perimeter. 3-point lead for the Celtics. 7 for 15 for Boston from 3. Atlanta 6 for 18. Crossover, right baseline, dribble McCollum. Into the hands to Jalen Johnson. Johnson bouncing bodies, working on Hauser. Forces up a tough shot. And gets called on the turnover. Traveling violation by Jalen Johnson. It's going to go back to the Celtics. All on the prowl. Welcome back in, bud. Edith, thanks for joining back in. Celtics by 3. Celtics came in as 2.5-point underdogs tonight without Jason Tatum, without Neemias Queta, nor Ron Harper Jr. or Nikola Vucevic. Jaylen Brown lost the handle, turned it over, just completely lost the crossover, and Dyson Daniels scores the 2. That's how the Hawks have been hanging in the game. 10th turnover tonight for the Celtics, only 3 by Atlanta. Atlanta hanging in off points off turnovers. White attacking, downhill to the cup, scores the 2. Man, there is 0 defense inside by the Hawks, and the Celtics are taking advantage of it all night long. Hawks with possession. Handoff McCollum. Curls up inside the key. Swings it out to the top. Nikhil on a 3. He buries it. Risa, welcome back in. Yo, what's interesting tonight is that Peyton Pritchard, he's been big-time shooting, but the Celtics really haven't been able to shoot that much. A lot of it has been just made layups from point-blank range. Missed 3 by Derek White. Skidded off the rim out of bounds. Celtics now 7 for 16 from the perimeter. 44%. Pretty solid for Boston. Atlanta 7 for 19. As of late, though, it's been a bunch of layups that the Celtics have made. Like Atlanta with a lot of poor defensive resistance at the rim. This time the Hawks have it in the corner. Out on top of Kongwu. Handoff, Nikhil. Offensive foul charge to Atlanta. 10 seconds left to go. It's an illegal screen set around the perimeter by the Hawks. Charge to Okongwu. So Celtics will have the final opportunity here before halftime. This first half flew right by. Sam Hauser, he's going to be the inbound passer. Far side backcourt for the Celtics. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, both set in the backcourt. Inbound from Hauser to Pritchard. Pritchard, 6 seconds left to go. Crosses the half-court logo. Pritchard, crossover inside the key. Outside Hauser, launches a 3 off balance. And it was an air ball, left it short to close out the end of the opening half of action. That's one, if I'm Pritchard, I'm probably going to want to take. Instead, Pritchard made a tough pass. Hauser went up to grab it, but when he went up to grab it, the game clock was winding down to 0. Just had to get off something, and it was an off-balance 3 right after he soared up to collect the basketball. So tough possession there to close out going to halftime for the Celtics, but nevertheless, an underdog. And tonight, Celtics are tied up with the Hawks at halftime. 54-54, really good game between these two teams. Luka Garza set the tone early on. 13 points in 12 minutes by Luka Garza. Perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. 13 points off the bench by Peyton Pritchard. 5 for 10 shooting. 3 for 4 from 3. 7 points by Derek White. 6 by Jaylen Brown. 5 off the bench by Hauser. 4 by Jordan Walsh. Atlanta led by Dyson Daniels with 11. Jalen Johnson with 10. And then 8 points by Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Jaylen Brown or Jalen Johnson. So there's 2. Jaylen, that's Jaylen Brown. And then Jalen Johnson is Jalen. So 2 Jalen's are playing in this game. Yeah, Celtics just have to take care of the basketball. Like, if they come out second half, keep the ball out in front. Jaylen Brown's been struggling with turnovers. Just losing the handles tonight for him. He's got 4 turnovers in the first half. Celtics with 10 turnovers. That's not like them. That's around their season average. Celtics turned it over the fewest out of anybody in the NBA. And the Hawks have forced them into 10 turnovers. Celtics have only been able to force the Hawks into 4 turnovers. Those points off turnovers are in favor of Atlanta 10-5. So that's what's, or 11-4. 10-5 in turnovers as the Celtics have more turnovers. So 11-4 points off turnovers. That's what's kept the Hawks in this game tonight. Celtics getting to the rim. A little bit of mixing and matching. 7 for 17 from 3. 41% from the perimeter. Playing downhill, attacking the rim. Celtics have scored 20 points in the first half in the paint. Hawks actually have 28. One key for the Celtics tonight has been rebounding. They're +8 on the glass, 27-19. This game's not a play-in. The play-in doesn't happen for like another 2 weeks. So the regular season finale, that's on Sunday, April 13th. 50-24 for the Celtics. Celtics looking like they're going to get the number 2 seed. Hey, I'll take it. If the Celtics get the 2 seed, the Cavs jump the Knicks and get the 3 seed, man, I'll take that. The Cavs haven't been able to prove that they can beat the Celtics. Like, the Celtics always seem to have their number. After this, 7 games remain. So 7 games remain before 7 games to close out the regular season. Celtics with Miami, Milwaukee, both of those on the road Wednesday and Friday. Toronto is at home. That's on Easter. Charlotte at home next Tuesday, April 7th. Big one at the Knicks on April 9th on a Thursday night. And then Celtics close out 2 games at home Friday and Sunday, April 10th, April 12th. Pelicans and Magic. And that's it. And then the play-in starts. So the play-in is the week of, I think it's April 15th when they start the play-in, because Monday is April 14th. I believe it's April 15th is the play-in rounds that it starts. It goes from like April 15th to April 18th, I believe, or April, whatever that Friday is. It goes. Yep, going to get Mr. Tops on board just a moment. Steve, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, play-in starts on the 14th, ends on the 17th. And then the actual playoffs start on the 18th of April. So that's when the first round games begin. 18th and 19th is the first round's matchups. All right, Mr. Tops. We'll see if he can make an appearance. It's been a couple weeks or so. So I'll be back in just a couple moments from now. We're going to get Mr. Tops here on stream. All right, Mr. Tops, 54-54 halftime. There you go, buddy. How you doing, buddy? It's been a couple weeks since they saw you on stream, so there you go. Mr. Tops was sleeping in the corner, and now he is awoken, and he's ready for half number 2. Mr. Tops seeing a couple new faces tonight for the Celtics that you might not be aware of. Charles Bassey, buddy. 3rd game as a Celtic. New face and name that he's going to have to put in his memory book. Couple blocks. Couple big defensive stops. One of them block on a poster dunk attempt by Kuminga in the opening half. There we go. No Tatum tonight. He had 32 last night. Mr. Top's looking for a big playoffs for Tatum. Oh, yeah, you're getting stronger by the minute. You're telling me that that's going to be Tatum in the playoffs. Stronger, just like you, by the minute, as I have you on stream. Any wise words for the second half, buddy? Yep, big and strong. Mr. Top's big and strong tonight. He wants the Celtics to go big, go strong, and go home with a W. There you go. Yeah, big, strong turtle. He's got a big tail. Gonna put back Mr. Tops. Mr. Top's getting big and strong. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, so we are back at halftime. Good game so far. Celtics in a tie game, missing 4 guys. Playing their hearts out so far tonight. Liberia, that's awesome. Yeah, first ever time I believe we get somebody out from Liberia out on the stream. So West Africa. Awesome. Yeah, a bunch of international reach on the stream. I know Philippines, big country representing the channel. So West Africa, Ivory Coast it's right next to. Wow. Yeah, Ivory Coast, I believe it's swimming. When they do the Olympics, Ivory Coast is like really good in the Summer Olympics for some of the sporting events. Yeah, Mr. Top's doing pretty well, looks like. Man, it's amazing to see Tatum get stronger and stronger. 32 points in the last game. He's not playing tonight in this one. He's getting rest. So since it's night 2 of back-to-back, Jason Tatum sitting out tonight. Kata not playing either tonight. Nevertheless, you got guys stepping up. Top starting big, Luka Garza has 13 points. Backup big with Amari Williams tonight has 2 points, 6 rebounds, most rebounds out of anybody tonight for the Celtics. And then Charles Bassey, 2 points, 2 blocks, making a solid impact. Playing 4 minutes so far for him, the most minutes ever as a Celtic. So it's just that next man up mentality that the Celtics team has. Like, it's amazing how there was no drop off. Absolutely no drop off with the Celtics team. Like, no such thing as a gap year. It's just a group of guys that everybody was able to develop chemistry and step up and be able to be the best version of themselves and be leaders in the locker room and just overcome adversity and be able to grind it out and win games throughout the course of the season. Let's see what we got tonight in the scoreboard. Heat lead the Sixers 77-67. Celtics taking on the Heat on Wednesday. Hoping to be live for that one as well. Celtics Heat on Wednesday night, same time, 7:30. Grizzlies lead the Suns 43-41. Spurs up against the Bulls 31-28. T-Wolves just tipped off against the Mavs 8-7 for Dallas. Pistons back in action tonight against the Thunder. Pistons are 4 games above the Celtics with 7 games left to go. So Celtics look like they're pretty much locked into the 2 seed. It would be a miracle for the Celtics to get the 1 seed. Still, there's a range there if the Celtics do drop some games and then the Knicks keep on winning, that the Knicks could surpass the Celtics and get that 2 seed back. But it looks more possible that, realistically, that the Celtics could be the 2 seed and then the Knicks could be the 4 seed and Cleveland surpasses the Knicks and becomes the 3 seed. There's possibility that could happen. Right now, a 1.5 game separation between New York and Cleveland for the number 3 and number 4 seeds in the East. And the Celtics have built up a 2.5 game advantage over the Knicks. And the Celtics do play the Knicks next week too, so if the Celtics keep on winning, they're definitely going to be the 2 seed unless, barring a collapse by Detroit, possibly could surpass Detroit if they do go on a massive losing streak. But nevertheless, Celtics look like they're ready. Yeah, they look like they're ready for the playoffs. Yeah, I got 29.9, and we are, when I started off the stream, I was 11 subscribers away from 30,000. Back to action, left to right on the floor. Hawks with the opening possession. McCollum dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper. Deep 2, no good off the mark. Offensive rebound secured by Nikhil. Attacking the paint with Jalen Johnson. He scores the 2. Celtics first possession, right to left on the floor. Derek White to start off the third quarter. Luka Garza, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser. Jordan Walsh. Sam Hauser. At the left wing perimeter, dribbles up, drives inside the key at the low block, bumped into and fouled. It's on McCollum, and 2 free throws are waiting for Hauser. Thanks for the sub, really appreciate the edit. Jonathan on the stream, welcome in. Looking for Jaylen Brown under 29, Peyton Pritchard over 18. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard over 18 looking really good right now for him. He's got 13 points at the moment. Looking like a cheat code on the floor. Nikhil over 18. Best of luck with that one. Nikhil, he's got 8. Struggling with efficiency. Just 3 for 10 from the floor. Free throw number 1. That is good by Hauser. Mike Chalk, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Second shot for the tie, and that is good. So rattles in by Sam Hauser. Hauser today, he has got himself 7 points off the bench. Starting in the third quarter. Turns the corner with McCollum to the rim as he scores the 2. Back and forth we go. Jaylen Brown. Slides it off to Hauser at the wing. Bounce pass finds Brown. Celtics had 10 turnovers in the opening half. Jaylen Brown responsible for 4 of those as he leans into contact, able to draw it from the backside by Dyson Daniels. And Jaylen Brown awarded with 2 free throws. The Celtics getting into the free throw line quite a bit so far today. Two critical free throws here by Jaylen Brown. First shot no good, missed off the back heel. Yeah, just too long in that shot attempt for Jaylen. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. This is supposed to be nice coming up on Wednesday. I'm hoping to be back live for Celtics Heat on Wednesday, the hottest day of the year up here in Massachusetts. It's going to be 64 degrees where I am. Boston temp at 72. Second free throw is good. Elbow jumper. Left off the rim. Short by McCollum. Rebound secured by Garza. Running the floor. 3 on 2 up the court. White fires a 3 off the back heel. And pinned it off to Garza out of bounds. Though McCollum stepped out, saving it at the baseline. So this will stay Celtics ball. Celtics looking for to inbound. Underneath their hoop, Derek White will be the inbound passer, defended by Alexander Walker. White out to the wing, off to Garza. Garza towards his left off the dribble, hand off Jaylen Brown, dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper, deep two, connects on it. Jaylen Brown, what could he do for you folks? 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Padding the stat sheet for Jaylen Brown as Jordan Walsh collects the steal. Up the floor, 2 on 2. Brown attacks. Gets fouled in the process. That's the third charge to Atlanta, reaching in. Off the bounce pass. That's on Dyson Daniels, who picks up the personal. Beg my pardon. That was on the shot, according to the ref. So, it's going to be free throws coming up. 2 shots here at the line for Jaylen Brown once again. Free throw number 1. That's good. Yeah, it doesn't look so hot there, Jeffrey, for Dustin Powell. It's unfortunate. Second free throw. No good, left short. Rebound secure by Daniels for Atlanta. Been a couple free throws that the Celtics have missed. 9 for 12 at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown splitting half of the free throws. He's only 3 for 6 tonight. Okongwu, handoff Alexander Walker. Dribbles up inside the key. Runner connects in the 12-foot floater to score and tie the game up at 60. White alongside Hauser, Brown, and Garza. And Walsh. It's an offensive foul charge to Hauser. Yeah, this late in the season, Celtics can't afford anybody to get injured. Yeah, Jaylen had missed the previous 2 games, too, for him. The injury designation's quite scary. It was like an Achilles soreness type injury for him. So it's not like a rupture, but it was like a soreness for him that he had. Brown with possession. At the top of the key, bobbled it, lost it, got it back off the crossover. Attacks on Dyson Daniels, the rim, blew the layup. Rebound secured by Jalen Johnson. Johnson, lob over the top, and they dunk it down with a 2-2 flush. That is Dyson Daniels with authority. The 2-point lead for Atlanta now. First alley-oop of the game for the Hawks. Luka Garza at the top. Defended by Okongwu. Handoff to Hauser. This game's been close all throughout. Hauser, jumper from the side. Blocked by McCollum. Atlanta with possession. Largest lead of the game. Each team with a 6-point lead. Yeah, tendonitis was what it was. Thanks for the update there. Yeah, I thought I was off it. Avi, welcome in. Yeah, Hawks have been playing really well for them recently. Tatum's not playing tonight, so Tatum's out tonight. Second night of a back-to-back, so he's getting rest tonight. The good thing is that when they get into the playoffs is that there's no night 2s of a back-to-back anymore. No back-to-back games, so they don't need to hold out Tatum for rest. Okongwu just buried a jumper. 5-point lead for Atlanta, 65-60. 8 for 20 from 3 for the Hawks. Celtics 7 for 18. Celtics with possession. And Atlanta breaks up the ball out of bounds. Gonna say Celtics ball. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really just close competitive game. Nobody is led by 3 possessions or greater tonight's. Inbound off to Jaylen Brown. Brown takes on Daniels one-on-one. Brown dribbles up at the low block. Brown outside finds Garza. Garza pops up for a 3 and he shreds in another triple. Luka Garza. Second made 3 of the night. 16 perfect, 6 for 6 from the floor. Nikhil on top, guarded by White. Nikhil, kick out corner, wide open three. Okongwu buries it. And that's just a highly skilled play there off the driving kick. Led the defense to collapse, led Okongwu to bury the open jumper, and he hadn't been able to make those early on in the game, but that time he did. Brown bricked the three off the back rim. Garza kept it in the court of play, tipped up to Sharman for the offensive rebound. Celtics still with it. Jaylen Brown off the Garza screen. Jalen glides to the cup, puts it a shot high arcing, up and it off the glass, scores the two. It's a 3-point game. Jaylen Brown, big time drive. He's got 12 now. 15-5, second chance points for the Celtics. Inside the key, gutted a drop right back for Johnson. Yeah, both of the defenses struggling inside the low post. Celtics without their defensive anchor inside with Keita. So Keita's not playing either tonight. Neither is Tatum. Neither is Ron Harper Jr. nor Vucevic. Celtics playing their number 3 and 4 big men in this game. And also their number 5 big men. They played Luka Garza, Amari Williams, and Charles Bassey as their big guys tonight at the 5. 3-point shot missed by the Celtics out of bounds. Atlanta up by 5. And we will head to a timeout. 7:01 left to go in the third. Tremendous game going on between these two teams. Highly competitive. I like games like these. What's funny is I actually looked it up today. I was trying to figure out, like, what's the most highly competitive game in the NBA in terms of, like, the largest lead. Like, has there ever been... It never got answered for me in a Google search. There really wasn't anything out there. If there was the largest lead was like a 2 or 3 point largest lead by both teams for an entire game. But right now the largest lead is Boston by 6 and Atlanta by 6. And right now the Hawks lead by 5. So no team has led by 3 possessions or greater in this game. Largest lead for each side is 6. That's a highly competitive game that we've had so far. Yeah, reason why I probably looked that up, you look at the choked leads that's been happening, especially the one yesterday where Duke choked a 19-point lead and UConn came back and won. Like, there's been a bunch of blown leads that it's been a team that's losing at halftime has come back and won. Whereas there was a game a couple years ago between the Celtics and the Nuggets, and they were trading buckets for the entire second half, like in a one-possession game with one another back and forth. Yeah, Jaylen Brown right now, 12 points, struggling from the floor. He has 4 for 14 right now for Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown missing 10 shots from the floor, also has 4 turnovers. Hey, what's good, Rye Dog? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. De Castro, welcome on board. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Luka Garza, big time tonight. Perfect from the floor. 16 points, 6 for 6 shooting, 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Peyton Pritchard's got 13. Jaylen Brown with 12. 3 guys in double figures. Derek White with just 7 tonight. So White's only shooting 3 for 10 and 1 for 5 from 3. So Brown and White definitely going to have to step up if the Celtics want to come back and win this game. Peyton Pritchard, been amazing so far today for him. We'll see if they do get Pritchard on the floor coming out of this timeout. 7:01 left to go in the third. Hawks up by 5. Hugo played earlier. He's played 6 minutes so far. 2 points for Gonzalez. Hawks will have possession. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, he's on the floor with C.J. McCollum, Jalen Johnson, Onyeka Okongwu, and Dyson Daniels. Okongwu defended by Sharman at the top, gets it away to McCollum. Bounce pass, roller underneath Daniels, kick out corner. Johnson, left baseline dribble, drives, and Amari Williams goes up and was fouled. So 2 free throws here coming up at the line for Jalen Johnson. Celtics with Brown, White, Baylor Sharman, Amari Williams. There's a 5th player out of the screen. That is Pritchard. So Pritchard's back on the floor. First time in the second half. The 5th guy that came into play on the screen. 2 free throws here at the line for Jalen Johnson. First one's good. Next one would give the Hawks the largest lead in the game. They had a 12-game home winning streak. Right now they do have a 12-game home winning streak. Average margin of 19 points of victory for Atlanta. Atlanta with a substitution. Jonathan Kuminga, he comes in. He replaces Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels +4 on the floor. Kuminga, he's been a +6 tonight. Second free throw is good. Largest lead of the night now for the Hawks, up by 7. Celtics with possession. Right to left on the court for Boston. Derek White. Edge of the midcourt logo, just 7. Into the hands to Pritchard. Back out to White. State Farm Arena logo. On top with Amari Williams. As Jaylen Brown receives it, defended by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jumper deep 2. Brown, no good. Missed at the baseline. The rebound secured by Kuminga. So, yes, Nickeil is on the floor right now for Atlanta. Atlanta, 7 for 11 this quarter. Celtics just 3 for 9. Nickeil off the jump stop. Jumper, mid-range, drills the 2. Atlanta started to get into a groove. 9-point lead for the Hawks. Celtics trying to slow that down right now. Peyton Pritchard into the hands to Derek White. Part of a 16-5 run by the Hawks in the last 4 minutes. White at the wing. Cross court into the hands to Pritchard. Towards his right off the dribble. Pulled up jumper. 29-footer. Right down the shoot. Delivers. Peyton Pritchard sizzles the triple. Humongous 3 there by Pritchard. He's got 16 in his 4th made 3 tonight. McCollum drives on Brown. Inside the key. A kick. A corner. Okongwu got it. Driving kick with a defense collapsing all over the ball handler. It's been smart driving kick decisions all this game for Atlanta. And the Celtics pick up an offensive foul. Turnover on Boston. It's on Amari Williams setting the illegal screen. Still got a lot of game left to go. 77-68. Peyton Pritchard, absolutely lethal tonight. 16 points with 4 made threes. It's unfortunate on that possession because he could have had another one on the board too. It just got wrecked by that offensive foul. Atlanta part of a 23-14 start in the third quarter. Hugo Gonzalez checks back on the floor for Boston. So Celtics now with Gonzalez, Brown, Sharman, Williams, and Pritchard. McCollum. Top of the key, a lob down low, hit the rim as that could have been 2 more. Would have been a double-digit lead for the first time today, but it hit the rim off the alley-oop pass by McCollum to Johnson. Jaylen Brown blew the layup. Out of the play, they got numbers for Atlanta up the floor, 5-4. Kuminga attacks the paint. He blew the layup. A rebound secured by Williams. Celtics gotta go. Kuminga's not back defensively. 5-4 Boston. Jaylen Brown in the corner, lost control of the basketball, but the Hawks pick up the reach and foul. It's on Jalen Johnson. Stops the clock with 4:50. Wow, Jaylen Brown really lucky right there. Really lucky that did not result in a clean steal. Able to get the reach in charge to Johnson. 4 personal fouls now by the Hawks this quarter. Celtics with 2. Sharman near side front court, the inbound passer. Sharman looking for an open teammate. He finds Pritchard. Pritchard at the near side corner. Towards his right off the dribble. As he is defended by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Pritchard. Crossover. Drives on Kuminga. Inside the key. Up fake. Over Kuminga. No good. Blew it. Off the glass too long. Rare miss there by Peyton Pritchard as he had a step on Jonathan Kuminga. Now works on Kuminga. Oh, what a spin cycle down low by Kuminga. 79-68, explosive move to the cup and a mismatch over Pritchard. Timeout by Joe Mazzulla. 4:27 left to go in the third. Largest lead of the game, first double-digit lead in the night. Yeah, good timeout there taken by the Celtics. Got to regather this team. Still a long way left to go. But, man, that's just a tough possession from one end to the other. Pritchard burned the layup, missed over Kuminga, and then Kuminga receives the pass and just torpedoes past Pritchard and scores the layup backdoor. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's playing a poor game tonight. 12 points in 26 minutes, 4 for 16 from the floor. He's got 4 turnovers. 7 assists for Jaylen Brown, just not scoring. tonight. Inefficient. Celtics offensive numbers are dipping. 44% from the floor. Atlanta, they're soaring. 51%. So right now we're in the timeout. Hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Still a lot of game left to go. Celtics need to start playing better interior defense. They're giving up a lot of easy twos to the Hawks, and the Hawks all of a sudden have taken control in the paint 40-22. Yeah, this pace has favored the Hawks throughout the course of the night. Celtics they've been reckless tonight with the basketball, just playing way faster than what they play for their pace. So we come back from the timeout, down by 11, the first double-digit lead of the game. Jalen Johnson, the lob to Dyson Daniels. That's the key play for the Hawks to give their team the energy in the building, and also the previous one, Jonathan Kuminga. Just flat-out spin cycle past Peyton Pritchard and scored it too. Celtics were their backs against the wall. It's going to be Celtics basketball down by 11 coming out of the timeout. Under 4.5 left to go. Peyton Pritchard on the floor alongside Brown, Sharman, Gonzalez, and Amari Williams. Pritchard on top finds Brown. Takes the three off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Gonzalez. Right place, right time. Pritchard off to Gonzalez off the back rim, and Amari Williams contacted and fouled off the tip-in opportunity. This is going to lead to 2 free throws coming up here by Amari Williams. That's the 5th as a team for the Hawks. Celtics in the bonus. That's on Kuminga, who picked up the personal. Nobody with 3 fouls just yet for Atlanta. 2 personal fouls by 5 different players for the Hawks. Okongwu, Johnson, McCollum, Alexander Walker, and Kuminga each with 2. First free throw is good by Amari Williams. Yeah, this Hawks team looks dangerous in the playoffs. They're playing the best basketball right now at the end of the season. Second shot by Amari Williams is good. 79-70. Celtics almost doubling up the Hawks on bench points tonight, 31-16. Atlanta with possession. Jalen Johnson fires it down low. Okongwu, runner, blocked by Williams, and they're going to get credit for the goaltender. No, they will not. So no goaltend. That was a humongous swat by Amari Williams. Atlanta will get free throws, though. Hawks will get free throws here at the line. 2 shots. First one's good. Pritchard with 16 of 31 off the bench. Hauser with 7. Amari Williams with 4. Charles Bassey, Ugo Gonzalez each with 2. Yeah, next man up mentality. Oh, to the Celtics team. That's what it's been all season long. Second free throw. Got it. 81-70. 17 now for number 17, Onyeka Okongwu. So we're down to under 4 minutes left to play. Celtics with possession. Pritchard at the wing. Bounce pass into the hands to Williams. Amari Williams gets it back outside off to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up inside the key. Pritchard up fake. Low block. Kick out to the corner. Gonzalez. Baseline dribble. Blocked by Okongwu. Goes right back over to Atlanta. Hawks with possession. 3.5 left to go in the third. Top of the key with Okongwu. Okongwu fires a three straight away. Off the rim, no good. Gonzalez controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Up the floor, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen off the crossover. Dribbles up to the key. Kick out quarter with a three by Ugo. He's got it. Ugo Gonzalez rips in the triple. 8-point game. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. 34 bench points tonight for the Celtics. And Gonzalez works his way up to 5 off the bench. Jumper, mid-range, bounces in by Dyson Daniels. 10-point game, Celtics back with the basketball. Under 3 minutes left to go. Atlanta cooking up the Celtics. Points in the paint tonight, 42-22. Jaylen Brown off a double team. Towards his left, into the hands to Williams. Off fake at the free throw circle. Dribbles up inside the key. Runner left short. Rebound controlled by Daniels. Up the floor with Gabe Vincent. Or beg my pardon, that was Jalen Johnson who controlled the rebound. Vincent up fake. Vincent drawing heavy contact as he got fouled. And Gonzalez took one to the face as he goes down hard. Damn. Ugo Gonzalez just took a heavy shot to the face from Gabe Vincent leading into contact. I want to see the replay of this. Here we go. Gabe Vincent up fake, top of the free throw circle. Ooh! Damn, Ugo just got knocked out there. Gabe Vincent, heavy elbow to the face of Ugo Gonzalez, and the refs called it a shooting foul charge to Ugo. Damn. Beg my pardon, they've reversed it. They have reversed the call. It's Celtics basketball. So offensive foul charged to Atlanta, so the call been reversed. Yep, that's the correct call right there. Celtics just 5 for 17 shooting this quarter. Boston with possession. Jaylen Brown gliding to the rack, puts it up, and he will draw the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. It's on Gabe Vincent. Back-to-back fouls charged to Vincent in the last 15 seconds. And Atlanta's over the limit. Jaylen Brown will shoot 2. Yeah, good for the officials right there to come together, talk about the call, make the correct call on the floor. That was massive contact that Ugo Gonzalez got a shot to his face from Gabe Vincent. First free throw, around and out. And Jaylen Brown having a rough game, especially at the free throw line tonight. Shouldn't be this bad. He's going up against his hometown team that he grew up in. Second free throw by Jaylen Brown. That's good. So he splits the free throws. He's done that throughout the course of the night. Jaylen Brown, 4 for 8, 50% today at the free throw line. Kilo with a member hype. Let's get that member hype for Kilo. Really appreciate it, brother. And the Hawks turn it over on the ensuing possession. It's going to go back to the Celtics. Celtics down by 9 with the basketball. 2 minutes left to go. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jaylen Brown dribbles, drives, attacks the rack, puts it up, no good. Amari Williams soars up for the putback, and Brown got bumped into and fouled. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen's in pain. Damn. Hopefully he's on his feet. Yep. Good to go for Jaylen Brown. Sigh of relief right there. He's back up on his feet. Yeah, he got knocked down hard. Going in for the layup. Kuminga gave Vincent again with a swipe. Yeah, Jaylen Brown, hard landing too. Hard landing. Thank goodness he's okay. 2 free throws by Brown. First one's good. 8-point game. Yeah, I've been covering a lot of the NCAA tournament games for college basketball, so that's why I couldn't do a lot of the Celtics games the last week or so. Focus was on college basketball. Some really good games from the tournament. This, like, hands down, has been the best tournament in a long time. Second free throw is good. That game yesterday, UConn-Duke was an instant classic. Celtics 14 for 18 at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown works his way up to 15 points now. Atlanta up by 7 with possession. Kuminga attacking the rim and scores the layup plus the foul. Man, he is explosive. Atlanta is unlocking him like Golden State and Steve Kerr did not. Ugo Gonzalez, guilty party, picked up the shooting foul. Pedro, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Brazil. Rome's in the channel, welcome on board. Chris, welcome in. Big time for the Huskies, man. What a comeback. Comeback for the ages. Yeah, Braylon Mullins he's going to remember that shot for the rest of his life. Free throw misfired off the mark by Kuminga. Rebound by Gonzalez. Celtics with possession. Celtics trailing by 9. Pritchard. Into the hands to Williams. Hand off Pritchard. Burst the speed off the dribble. Takes on Muhammad Gay. Lost the handle. Rare turnover by Pritchard. Up the floor to 2-on-2 for the Hawks. Kuminga left off the glass. Fouled though. 2 more free throws coming up at the line for Kuminga. Yeah, Kuminga works perfectly in the Hawks system. This Hawks team loves to fly up and down the floor. You just got that big burst of speed for Kuminga. Like, all the shade that Steve Kerr threw at this kid, or so, it was terrible for Kuminga. Like a young 20-year-old man trying to make a name for himself in the NBA, one of the top recruits coming out of high school back in the day, earlier this decade, and just Steve Kerr just didn't care to develop him. He just never liked Kuminga as a player, and Kuminga eventually got traded, and look what's happening right now to the Hawks. 12-game home winning streak for Atlanta, shooting up in the ranking. Golden State, just a bunch of old players playing for a team that does not look like they're playoff bound this season. Jaylen Brown pushes off. It's an offensive foul. Turnover by the Celtics. And Jaylen Brown, man, just you can't do that. Pushing off in the offhand on Kuminga to create space. And Jaylen Brown's had a rough game tonight. That's now 5 turnovers on Jaylen Brown. 13 as a team for the Celtics. Final minute left to go at the end of the third. Daniels, bounce pass, Gabe Vincent. Vincent lines up a 3 at the wing. Halfway down, rattled out. Brown tipped off to Williams for the defensive rebound. Pritchard with possession past midcourt. Gonna slow down tempo here for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard at the edge of the midcourt logo. Bounce pass into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen accelerates, dribbles up, lost control of basketball, got it back again. A jumper, deep 2 off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Dyson Daniels for Atlanta. Jaylen Brown, it's been all over the place tonight for him. Hawks 12 for 18 this quarter. Celtics cannot buy a basket. They're 5 for 19 shooting. Final possession, potentially to close out the quarter. 2-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Vincent drives out to the top. Open 3. Dyson Daniels buries it. 90-76. Pritchard at the buzzer. No good off the mark. Wide left. And at the end of the third quarter, Atlanta pushing their lead up to 14, the largest of the game. 36-22, a third quarter advantage for Atlanta. Atlanta is hot, Celtics are not. Jaylen Brown just not the performance that you can have out of your team leader tonight. Tough game by Jaylen Brown. Still got another quarter left to go. Celtics going to have to come out play desperate. Atlanta. 5 guys double figures. 18 by Dyson Daniels. 17 by Okongwu with 8 rebounds. 16 points, 9 rebounds. 5 assists by Jalen Johnson. 12 by Nikhil. 10 off the bench by Kuminga. Kuminga playing hungry. A plus 13, the top plus on the floor. Celtics led by Peyton Pritchard off the bench with 16. 16 by Garza. Perfect 6 for 6 shooting. And then Jaylen Brown's got 15, but he does have 5 turnovers tonight for Jaylen Brown, and only shooting 6 for 10 at the free throw line. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified for future live streams in the channel, still have another quarter left to go. So, I mean, don't lose hope, but right now, tough. Tough for the Celtics, man. I mean, what I've streamed this week, seeing all these comebacks, like anything's possible. It's the wheels start to fall off. Night 2 of a back-to-back. They flew from Charlotte to Atlanta, so it's tough. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is all over the place tonight. Heat lead the Sixers 99-94. Suns up at the half 65-61 over the Grizzlies. Spurs lead the Bulls at halftime 64-47. Wemby just a absolute cheat code. 21-13 at halftime for Wemby. Minnesota 44-32 up over the Mavs. And Cleveland against Utah. That game just started 13-all. We start off the fourth quarter of action, right to left on the floor. Celtics with 13 turnovers. 15-5 second chance points for Boston, but Atlanta's cooking up the Celtics. Points in the paint 44-22. Derek White at the wing on the floor alongside Peyton Pritchard, Charles Bassey, Jordan Walsh, and Sam Hauser. As Bassey was fouled at the rim, he'll have 2 free throws coming up. (90-77), 13-point game. Hawks with possession off the miss by Bassey at the line. Kuminga into the hands to Daniels. Weaves his way inside the paint. Bounce pass back outside to Kuminga. Spots up for a 3 over White off the back rim. No good. Tipped up in the air. Offensive rebound. Controlled by Okongwu for a new 14 on the timer. Kuminga on the outside. Give and go off to McCollum. 5 in the shot clock. Launches the jumper. No good from the corner. In a battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound. Hauled in by Atlanta. McCollum got it on the third time. 93-77. Celtics start to get out-hustled by the Hawks in the glass now. Under 11 minutes left to go. And away from the basketball, Ricochet picks up the personal. Hey, thanks so much, Jonathan. Really appreciate it, bud. Tough one tonight for the Celtics right now. Night 2 of a back-to-back without 4 players. Peyton Pritchard, inbound passer. Gotta get their team back into this game here. Derek White at the left wing fires a 3. That is well short on an air ball. Looks like the wheels have just completely fallen off the Celtics. Dyson Daniels circles around the key. Handoff. McCollum drives inside tier. Drop. Got it. 95-77 Atlanta. Timeout on the floor taken by Joe Mazzulla with 10:33 left to go. Yeah, this is getting tough right now. 5-1 run by the Hawks. To start off quarter 4, the Hawks have outscored the Celtics 41-23 in the second half. Tough half 2 for Boston. Hey, what's good, boy? Yeah, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. Celtics will have 1 day of rest in between. They'll be back in action on Wednesday hosting the Heat. I'm hoping to be back live for Celtics Heat. Feel free to join in if you guys would like on Wednesday as well. Yeah, Celtics just aren't looking the part tonight. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's had a tough night tonight. 15 points in 31 minutes, 5 turnovers. It's also only 60% at the free throw line. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard had a great first half. Hasn't been able to do anything right now in the second half. Atlanta has 6 guys in double figures. Celtics with 3. The Celtics paint defense has been horrific tonight. 46 to 22 points in the paint in favor of Atlanta. All right, so we get back to action. 18-point lead for the Hawks. My thoughts with your godmother, Jeffrey. Sorry to hear that, man. Thoughts and prayers out to your godmother. Inbound Boston. Celtics going right to left on the floor. Derek White on the court alongside Garza, Hauser, Pritchard, and Walsh. White finds Garza. Garza at the wing, defended by Okongwu. 10 in the shot clock. Gets it away into the hands to Walsh. Jordan Walsh, 5 in the shot clock. Dribbles up, drives. A low block, puts up a tough shot. No good over the cylinder. Back it goes to Atlanta with Kuminga, who came up with the board. McCollum on the floor alongside Okongwu, Kuminga, Dyson Daniels, and Arisha Shea. Jumper, 15-footer, CJ off the rim short. Garza controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. A lot of time coming off the clock right now for Boston. Garza towards his left off the dribble. Hand off Derek White. Outside Pritchard. Pritchard bursts the speed off the dribble to the wing. Pritchard crossover. Drives inside on the Okongwu. Floats it back outside. Jordan Walsh, 3 in the shot clock. Gotta go. Double clutch he does at the rim. And draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Jordan Walsh. It's on Zachary Risha who picks up the personal. Wow, all the way back at 1969. My honest opinion right now, I think it's going to be tough for the Celtics to win this one. I really hope the Celtics can come back and win this one, but they just haven't been able to commit themselves to playing defense tonight in this game. And Quinn Snyder's going to challenge that foul charge to Atlanta. 95-77, 18-point game with 9:27 left. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Going to have to create stops and make stops. And the Celtics just haven't been able to do that on a consistent basis tonight. Atlanta, 51% from the floor, 43% from 3. And the Hawks are gashing up the Celtics in the paint, 46-22. Celtics have 4 guys out tonight, so it's a lot of backup rotation players that's playing in this game. Just really thin in the front court. They're missing a physical presence in the paint like Keita. That's there to disrupt the attacks by the opposing offense at the rim. So Keita's not playing tonight. The big men are Luka Garza, Amari Williams, and Charles Bassey. So limited experience tonight at the 5 for the Celtics, especially when Garza checks out. It's either between Bassey or Williams, who's in at the 5. Yeah, it doesn't look likely tonight. I mean, I hope they can make a comeback. I wish that they can do it, but in terms of getting stops, which they haven't been able to do so tonight on a consistent basis, I think it's going to be really difficult. Where it just seems like they're fatigued. The wheels have fallen off on night 2 of a back-to-back for them. Two free throws right now for Jordan Walsh. 9:27 left to go. Gonna make both of these. Nope, not the first one. First one was missed by Walsh. That hurts. Celtics just haven't shot the ball that well either at the free throw line. 15 for 21 today. That's only 71%. Second free throw by Walsh. Got it. 17-point game, 9.5 left to go. They're 16 for 22. Atlanta 7 for 10. Atlanta with possession. Jonathan Kuminga on the floor alongside McCollum Okongwu, Risha Shea, and the ball handler Dyson Daniels. Daniels has it at the left wing as he takes on White, slides it off to Kuminga. Into the hands to McCollum. On the outside off to Daniels. Daniels tees up a 3 straight away. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Risha Shea. And that's a giant killer that the Celtics can't afford. Leads to a 3 buried by Okongwu. 98-78. 3 more second chance points off an offensive rebound for the Hawks, and Yeka Okongwu's got 20. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown on the floor alongside White, Walsh, Garza, and Pritchard. Brown dribbles up inside a key off the pivot. Follow-away shot. Brown kiss off the glass, scores. Up and good for 2. 18-point game. Celtics going to have to get stops. They're struggling with that right here. On top of the Okongwu. Handoff Risha Shea. Tees up the 3. Straight away. He's got another one. Celtics just cannot generate consistent stops. Atlanta just keeps on scoring. They are red hot. 14 for 31 from the perimeter of the Hawks. Brown, no good off the glass. Offensive rebound, went up, got stripped, and a loose ball. Jaylen Brown tied up, hit the deck. It's going to be jump ball. Jaylen Brown and Zachary Risha Shea for a jump ball at the Celtics free throw circle. Atlanta had 4 guys in the key, and eventually led to the strip of Jaylen Brown, and Risha Shea pounced on the ball. Atlanta just looks like they want this game much more than the Celtics tonight. Sad game for Jaylen Brown. Homecoming in Atlanta, too, for him. Like, you don't play too many games in Atlanta. Your hometown or a home state team, and he's struggling to produce tonight. Jump ball awarded to the Celtics. Just above 8 minutes left to play. Baylor Sharman slides it off to White. White. His pass broke it up into the hands of Sharman. Tees up a 3 with 2 in the timer. Well off the mark. Hit the rim short. A rebound secured out of the pack for Atlanta. Muhammad Gay at the elbow. Sends it off to Risha Shea. Risha Shea drives on Sharman. Floats up the shot. No good. Couldn't get it to drop. And White was there for the defensive board. Jaylen Brown. Cross court connects with White. Bounce pass. Corner 3 at Baylor. Sharman got it. 101-83, back to an 18-point game. Celtics gotta make consistent stops here. 7.5 left to go. Celtics need to string together like 5 stops in a row, starting right here, right now, to get themselves back into this one. There's one. Missed at the elbow by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now you have to score for the Celtics. They'll step into a 3, and no good. Left off the rim short. Poor shot selection by Jordan Walsh. Rebound secure by Atlanta. Hawks with possession. They were able to get the stop, but not able to score the bucket. Kick out corner. Muhammad Gay with a 3 off the back rim. No good. Rebound in and out of the hands of White, out of bounds. It will stay Hawks ball. And Nickeil checks back in. So Nickeil Alexander-Walker the floor alongside Kuminga, Jalen Johnson, Muhammad Gay, Dyson Daniels. Corner 3 skidded off the rim by Nickeil. Rebound secured by Brown. Pushing tempo Sharman. Outside White. White hesitant with the basketball. Finds Sharman at the top. Sharman dribbles up. Push pass. Corner 3. Garza. No good around the rim and out. That's not his spot. Usually more of a straight top of the key three-point shooter, not so much for the corner. Jalen Johnson, his lob broke it up, intercepted by Garza. Celtics with possession. They just cannot score. As Derek White walks up the floor, you gotta go with 6.5 left to go. Jaylen Brown hoists up a three bricked off the back rim, rebound secured by Muhammad Gay. Celtics just hoisting up shots, tossing up boulders, 2 for 10 in this quarter shooting. They've been limited to just 29 points scored throughout this entire second half. Missed 3 from the corner by Kuminga. Atlanta all of a sudden has gone in the scoring drought, missing their previous 5 shots. The Celtics, bad sign for them. They cannot score themselves. Walsh at the wing. Got to get something here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown at the right wing of the perimeter. I mean, a 2 off an and 1 is better than a step back 3 that bricks, just like this one with Jaylen Brown off. It's a rebound, putbacks there by Garza. 101-85. Somebody finally scores for the Celtics. Timeout on the floor taken with 5:45 left to go by the Celtics. Luka Garza with a putback. 16-point game. If the Celtics have been able to drive, penetrate the paint, get a better, more quality look than just jacking up threes, then maybe we're looking at a 11, 10-point game right now instead of 16. Celtics are getting stops. They just cannot make shots. Celtics starting to get stone cold from the perimeter. 11 for 33 right now from downtown, out in full panic mode for them from 3. Yeah, Jaylen Brown's well off tonight. He has more, he has more misses than points scored. Wow. Sheesh. 5 for 23 from the floor by Jaylen Brown on just 17 points tonight. Taking a bunch of shots, but a bunch of bricks. Luka Garza, meanwhile, has attempted 15 fewer shots than Jaylen Brown, and it's 1 more point higher than Jaylen Brown. 18 points on 7 for 8 shooting by Luka Garza. Gotta generate stops if you're Boston. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. We come back to action. 101-85 with under 5:45 left to go. Hawks left to right in the court with possession. C.J. McCollum on the floor alongside Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Johnson, Jonathan Kuminga, and Onyeka Okongwu. Okongwu on top. McCollum, his pass deflected far side of the floor, almost stolen by Walsh, jumping the route but sailed out of bounds. 7 on the timer coming up for Atlanta. Derek White on the court alongside Jordan Walsh, Baylor Sharman, Luka Garza, Jaylen Brown. Atlanta penetrates the paint. No good. Got it blocked by White. Celtics with the basketball. Up the floor, Jaylen Brown. They got a 3-on-3 up the court. Here goes Jaylen surging right up to the rack, and he dunks it with a 2-handed flush. Jaylen Brown, major explosion off the rack attack slam. 7-zip run by the Celtics in the last 2.5 minutes. Here comes Boston. Cross-court heave. McCollum with a 3. Off the mark, no good. Okongwu in and out of his hands as the Celtics control the rebound. Sharman up the floor, off to White. Into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Brown dribbles back out, State Farm Arena logo. Now he drives into Okongwu, attacks the rack, kick out, corner, up fake, Walsh, baseline dribble, bounce pass. Garza, double team down low, floats it up, he scores. Up and through, good for 2. Luka Garza. 101-89. We get a timeout here, take it on the floor. Signs of life for Boston, folks. Jaylen Brown, the energy shifter, in the building with that major jam. Celtics finally getting stops and finally alongside getting baskets, and they have flipped this game on its head. For a team that could not stop a fly inside the paint tonight for the first 40 minutes of regulation, the Celtics have figured it out, and Atlanta stone cold in the last 3+ minutes opening up the window tonight for the Celtics. 12-point game, 4:35 left to go, 101-89. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This will be one heck of a comeback if the Celtics do somehow pull this off. Yeah, I heard that today. So Chicago waived Jaden Ivey. Wow, yeah, it doesn't look so well right now for him. There were some comments that he said this week that were posted on social media, and they were not good comments about a certain group of people. And yeah, Chicago thought that he was like a cancer to the locker room, and they removed him ASAP from the team. So it got released. 101-89, 4.5 left to go. Atlanta, quick three by Nikhil off the rim. Short offensive rebound controlled by Okongwu. That's a crusher for the Celtics. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, 6 in the shot clock. Bounce pass into the hands to Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson drives on Sharman inside the key. Got tied up. It's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball at the Hawks free throw circle. Celtics defense finally start to realize that they got to step up in this game. Critical jump ball tip. It's with 1.4 seconds on the shot clock for Atlanta. So even if Atlanta controls the tip, they're going to have to put up something really fast. Either way, it's controlled by Luka Garza. Celtics up the floor. Here goes Jaylen Brown to the rack. No good. Left it short. Tipped off the glass. Bodies collide. And Boston, guilty party. Garza picks up the loose ball foul. Offensive foul by the Celtics, and that's their first personal of the quarter. That's one you got to make. Jaylen Brown, man, you can't be blowing a layup. 1-on-1 transition at the rim. Jaylen Brown now with 19 missed shots tonight. Atlanta on a 4.5-minute scoring drought. Hawks with possession. Nikhil off to the middle. Jalen Johnson had his man cutting backdoor underneath, but took the jumper and buried it anyway. 14-point lead for the Hawks. Under 4 minutes left to go. Jaylen Brown drives, spin cycle inside, dish outside. Jordan Walsh with a three. Skipped in. It is good. It's an 11-point game. Friendly bounce off the rim. 12-2 run in the last 4 minutes for the Celtics. Looking to melt clock with Nikhil in the backcourt. Celtics able to pressure there with Walsh. McCollum past midcourt under 3.5 left. CJ slows down tempo. Got to get a stop here for Boston. Dyson Daniels at the free throw circle. Outside, Okongwu on top. Jalen Johnson up fake. Defended by Sharman. Dribbles up to the elbow. Cross-court pass. Okongwu takes a contested three. Skidded off the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Controlled, though, and a new 14 in the timer for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Nikhil approaching 3 minutes left to go. Crossover. Drives on Walsh inside. And made that extra pass as he was bumped into and fouled. Clock will stop with 2:59 left to go. If you're the Celtics, you'll actually take that for that reach and fall because they had a wide-open cutter backdoor to lay in a layup. So this is going to reset the Hawks offense with 2:59 left with 14 on the shot clock. Jordan Walsh, guilty party, picked up the personal foul. McCollum, near side front court inbound passer, finds Daniels on top. Jalen Johnson, one to ice the game if it's a three. He dribbles up to the elbow. Johnson, dump off, down low, and Daniels missed the shot. Rebound secured by Walsh. Celtics with possession. Can cut this to a single-digit game. Jaylen Brown with a three. Bullseye, he's got it. Bang, 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 JB. It's an 8-point game. 22 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds for Jaylen Brown. Even though he has missed 19 shots from the floor, keeps on shooting. And right there with a big-time drill from the perimeter. Right back, Nikhil Alexander-Walker with a humongous three. Silencing the Celtics. Brown with a three. Right back, he's got it. Jaylen Brown all of a sudden getting into a groove to an 8-point game again. 106-98. Gonna play defense here for Boston. As we're down to 2 minutes even on the clock. CJ McCollum towards his left off the dribble. Into the hands of Daniels. Hand on McCollum. Dribbles up towards his right. Circles the key. CJ drives down low to the cup. He scores up and then off the glass. 10-point game. Jaylen Brown going to go quickly past midcourt as he's attached to Daniels 1-on-1. Minute 45 remaining. Jaylen On the outside off the Garza, handoff, Jaylen Brown jacks up the three, no good off the back rim, rebound, secure by Johnson for Atlanta. And the Hawks with 95 seconds left to go will slow it down. CJ McCollum very well could have iced that game with a layup to put his team up by 10. McCollum guarded by White, switch guarded by Walsh. Walsh hounding CJ, 5 of the shot clock. McCollum dribbles up to the elbow, jumper to ice the game, no good off the rim. Short rebound, secure by Brown. Celtics with an opportunity, minute 10 left to go. Jaylen Brown needing something quickly, had it poke loose by Nikhil, got it back though. Jaylen, 15 in the timer, dribble, drive, jumper, 15-footer. Oh, he got it! And an and one coming up in the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Knocked down, got it. Fouled by Nikhil. 1:02 left to go. Over till it's over. Jaylen Brown off the step back, drills it. Tackled and fouled. 27 for Jaylen Brown. One free throw to put this game within 7. Celtics a 2.5-point dog coming into this one. People sweating it out right now as he missed the free throw though. Jaylen Brown, 5 missed free throws, 6 for 11 at the line. You look at those free throws, it's a 3-point game if he makes those free throws. Celtics have missed 7 free throws, 16 for 23. The difference between a 1-point game and an 8-point game. Nikhil at the top lines up a 3 off the back rim, no good, and he was knocked down and fouled on a 3-point shot. Jordan Walsh, bad personal foul. 3 free throws coming up by Alexander Walker for the Hawks. That's a crusher. That is a crusher for the Celtics tonight. 3 free throws coming up by Nikhil Alexander Walker. 42.9 seconds left to go. For the most part, it looked like the Celtics were dead in the water in this third quarter. They were trailing by 21. Made this one heck of a game, but the Hawks look like they're going to pull it out. That's just really bad at this stage of the game to make a fall like that. First free throw is good by Nikhil. He's going to have 2 more at the line. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I plan on being back on a Wednesday. Celtics against the Heat. Second free throw is good. Jaylen Brown, a rough night tonight at the free throw line. Rough with efficiency for him. Jaylen Brown, 6 for 11 at the free throw line. He missed 5 free throws. The Celtics as a team missed 7 free throws, 16 for 23, only 17%. That came back to bite them. Would have been down by 1 possession right now. Third free throw is missed. Rebound secured by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown double-double, 27, 10, and 9 for him for points, rebounds, and assists. But he's also attempted 29 shots, and he's missed 20 of those shots. Brown, a leaner, fouled on a 3. Jaylen Brown just got fouled on a 3-point shot by Nikhil with 30 seconds remaining. So Jaylen Brown's going to have 3 free throws coming up here. Beg my pardon. That was on Dyson Daniels, who picked up the shooting foul. First one's good by Jaylen Brown. For him, though, this is the chance. You're going to make all 3. Going to make all 3 to reprove yourself here for Jaylen Brown right now, because those missed free throws are costly tonight. Second free throw is good. Yeah, this is not a bad loss. Atlanta has won the previous 15 out of 17, so the Hawks are 15-2 in their last 17, even though they are the number 6 team in the East. Celtics without Tatum, Kata, Ron Harper Jr., and Vucevic. So Celtics were without 4 guys tonight. Hawks were without just 1 tonight. Third free throw is in and out. Brown missed the third. He made the first 2. 8-point game. Jaylen Brown has missed 6 critical free throws in a game determined by 8 points with 27 seconds left. And Atlanta will head to the free throw line in the bonus. Jalen Johnson, 2 shots coming up at the line. Yeah, night 2 of a back-to-back as well for the Celtics. So hang their heads up high and bounce back. That's what it's going to have to be about on Friday. Bounce back. Don't suffer bad losses against teams like the Heat and the Bucks that you should take care of. You got to win those games in order to keep that number 2 seed in the East for the playoffs. First free throw is good by Johnson. This Atlanta team's getting red hot. This looks like a dangerous first-round team for them. And for the Celtics, you do not want to be paired up against the Hawks. Hopefully, they will not get paired up against this team. Atlanta right now, potentially in the number 6 spot. Jaylen Brown trying to do too much. Bounce pass behind his back. Whipped it around. Missed it off the mark of Jordan Walsh. It sailed out of bounds. Story this game for Jaylen Brown, just out of control. 6 turnovers for Jaylen Brown. On 6 missed free throws, too. Celtics put their bench guys on the floor. John Tunje for the final 17 seconds. Inbound to Nikhil. Off to Jalen Johnson. Congratulations to the Hawks. Atlanta looking really good right now. Caught the Celtics in a tough night. Night number 2 of a back-to-back, but this Atlanta team looks really good. Winners of their last 16 out of 18 for the Hawks. Celtics dropped this game after 3 really solid wins over OKC. Atlanta on Friday, and then Charlotte yesterday. Celtics looking to get back on track on Wednesday, as they've been able to bounce back this entire year of 2026. They've only lost 2 straight games in a row once this entire year. So, Celtics, we'll see if they can bounce back in their next one on Wednesday. Rough night tonight for the Celtics. They played their number 3, 4, and 5 bigs. Namish Keita was out. He did not play. Neither did Jason Tatum. And neither did Nikola Vucevic. So both Keita and Vucevic, big 1, big 2, did not play. And that led to Luka Garza getting a lot more playing time. And he was impressive on the offensive side of the floor tonight. Luka Garza, 20 points on 8 for 9 shooting, 9 rebounds, a +6 on the floor for Garza in 28 minutes. Though the other bigs, limited production between the two. Between Amari Williams, he had 4 points. He did have 7 rebounds, though. Charles Bassey played 6 minutes tonight. He had 3 points and 2 blocks. So that's the most minutes by him as a Celtic. So that's how thin the Celtics were in the front court. They had a tough time containing dribble drive penetration by the Hawks tonight. Hawks outnumbered the Celtics 48-30 points in the paints. And just hoping to bounce back during the next game. Jaylen Brown, low percentage shot shooting tonight by him. There was not much balance by the Celtics offense tonight, which is odd because I've been talking about the balance with role players stepping up, making key play after key play. And today it was just Jaylen Brown tossing up bricks and turning over the basketball. 29 attempted shots. He drilled only 9 of those shots. He went 9 for 29 from the floor, played 40 minutes, 29 points, led his team in scoring, but also went to the free throw line 7 different occasions, and he went 8 for 14 tonight at the free throw line. So critical missed points off the board for the Celtics. And in the end, they went 18 for 26 at 69% as a team at the line. You make those free throws, then this is a one-possession game if you make those free throws. And we're looking differently at the game down the stretch. But instead, Celtics dropped this one 112-102 final score for the Hawks. Thanks so much all for joining in. If you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics dropped to 50-24 overall. Atlanta picks up the win. Hawks look like a dangerous team coming in the playoffs. Hoping to be back live again on Wednesday, Celtics versus Heat, for the next one. And we will close out to the channel members. Big shout out here on the stream for Kilo, new member on the channel for the first time. So big shout out here to Kilo for the first time out on the membership. All channel members get a shout out. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Nisha player, Norma Kelly, Okie, Russell, Rydog, Astros fan for life, all on the prowl. I am Ghost, Ian, Edith, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, and Kilo. Thanks for joining in for this one today. The Hawks beat the Celtics 112-102. Celtics looking to bounce back in the next one on Wednesday. They take on the Heat, and hopefully they'll be able to keep their heads up and move forward. Bounce back mentality on the next game for Boston. Thanks for joining in, everybody, and have a nice rest of your Monday night.